Hi everyone, welcome to Natural Prana. Kai just woke up, so he looks a little tired still. But I wanted to make this video on birth control because somebody had asked me to, just my thoughts on it and everything like that. They wanted me to make one. And I know I made one when we first made our channel. It was just talking about my experience with the IUD Mirena. So I had that. If you didn't watch that video, I'll just talk a little bit about it. I won't go into a lot of detail. But I had it. I got it inserted after I had Ava. So I had it in me for 5 years. And during that time, I did not have a period at all. Sometimes I would spot a little bit, but pretty much I didn't have a period the whole time. And at the time, I thought it was really great not having a period. Now I see it in a different way. Really everything about it, having a period in general, having that, inserted in you for so long. And I really had a bad experience with it. When it first went in, my body was completely rejecting it, which is completely normal, obviously, because your body doesn't want that in you. It's a foreign object, which they told me, at the gynecologist that it's normal for your body to reject it. So I felt just absolutely horrible. I was really sick. I was cramping so much. It was terrible. And then once my body started getting used to it, it was fine. Like it wasn't, it wasn't really there. But I wasn't even thinking about all of the chemicals and the toxins that are being released into your body to prevent you from getting pregnant. So that whole time, I felt okay. I would have just cramps and things like that. But then towards the end, I started hurting really, really bad. And when I went to go get it removed, and the reason I got it removed was because we started looking into just different toxins and chemicals and things like that and being more natural, and that obviously is not natural whatsoever. So I wanted it removed, but it was also around the time that I think you're only supposed to have it 5 years. I could be wrong, between 5 and 6 years. So it needed to come out anyway. And when I got it removed, I was telling the gynecologist that I was having a lot of cramping and things like that, really sharp pains down there. And they ended up doing an ultrasound, and I had, she told me I had PCOS. And I had like cysts on my ovaries and like fibroids and things like that. And she told me that it was from the IUD. So she said that they might go away, they might not. She said that it might be harder for me to get pregnant and things like that. So around that time, we started eating healthier as well. And, well, we had been eating healthier. We were still eating lots of meat and dairy and things like that. We were just trying to eat organic. We were still eating processed foods like cereals, and we were just getting like the organic with ingredients that were a little bit better than, what we were used to eating. So, a little bit later, it wasn't until the time that we had stopped eating meat and animal products that I really felt a lot better. And my cramping and the sharp pains went away then. So I really think that the hormones and the things that we were consuming had a lot to do with how I was feeling. And it had a lot to do with the cysts and things like that, just the toxins in general. So once I had that out, we did not use any kind of birth control at all. I was going to start keeping track of my body temperature so that I would know when I was ovulating and things like that, but I ended up not doing that, and I just really didn't want to, and I just didn't feel it was necessary. There really is no natural birth control other than tracking your ovulation and tracking your period and your body temperature and things like that. There's no, I mean, any kind of pill or IUD, or I tried the NuvaRing, anything like that is really bad for our bodies. It's not meant to have anything inside of it preventing something that's natural. So now, I still don't use anything. I will never use any kind of chemical birth control ever again. When I got pregnant with Kai, we both wanted to get pregnant at that time, more so me than Korey, but I was ready to have another baby, and so we did end up getting pregnant, and other than that, so I haven't gotten my period yet since I had Kai. There was a couple days where I started spotting just for a few days, and that's what it lasted 3 days, I think, and it wasn't heavy or anything like that, but other than that, I only bled a little bit after I had him, and then I haven't gotten anything until the past few days. Now I've been exclusively breastfeeding him on demand since he was born, and then I also co-sleep with him, so I know that helps a lot when you don't use like bottles or pacifiers, mostly pacifiers, obviously, because if they're wanting to nurse and you're giving them that instead, it kind of messes up the bond and the flow and the connection that you guys have, because your body knows when you are caring for another child, so that's why it doesn't release the hormones that it does for you to have a period to get pregnant. From what I understand. I could be wrong. But as far as birth control goes, we don't use anything. I don't recommend using any kind of birth control, like I said, unless you're going to track your ovulation and take your temperature in the morning if you feel that that's necessary, if you're not wanting to get pregnant. But we really feel as well that our minds are very powerful, and you choose when you want to get pregnant as well, if that makes sense. Like before I got pregnant with Kai, we just weren't wanting to at that time, and we didn't get pregnant. And then as soon as we wanted to, I got pregnant with him. So yeah, I think that plays a role in it too. Your mental, state of your state of mind, pretty much, because I know a lot of people are like always worried about getting pregnant. Oh, I'm gonna get pregnant, I'm gonna get pregnant, I'm gonna get pregnant, and then they end up getting pregnant. And that's kind of what happened with Ava. I was in a completely different place when I got pregnant with her, but it's still the same concept. You think you're gonna get pregnant and you end up getting pregnant, so whether you consciously want to or not. But yeah, I don't think that the pill is normal, any kind of ring, anything like that it's just not normal for us to have in our bodies. We're natural beings, and it's just like taking any other prescription medication, in my opinion. It's just not normal. It's not good for our bodies or anything like that. So yeah, I think that's it for this one. I hope that I helped the person that asked me to elaborate more on it. I can also do other videos on birth control, or any kind of like anything that we do that we prevent pregnancy. But like I said, I haven't gotten a period or anything like that since I've been breastfeeding him. I spotted a few days, but that's pretty much it. And I think that that's pretty normal, because right now my role is caring for Kai, and my focus is on Kai, until he is old enough to, you know, nourish himself and be more on his own. And then I think at that time, my body will be ready then to have another baby. But right now I'm not. So, yeah, I think that's it for this one. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel. I'm going to be doing a video too on just my body and having a period in general and my thoughts on it. So I think I'll do that one with Korey because because we talk about those kind of things, and he knows a lot. He goes more deeper into it than I do. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. See you later.